is there any element of the Dajjalic influence in this particular movie? Because it's one thing to say that it's haram because of the dressing, it's a waste of time, the songs contain filthy language and all that. But is there something deeper? So I think that's what we want to talk about in this second segment. About the Dajjalic influence here. And is there anything that is going to, any principles of fiqh that we can use here? Okay, so one of the commenters has asked, like, how do we, I mean, if people, we can see it because we learn such things. But what about people who don't learn such things? Like, they're not going to see the so-called, for the lack of a better word, the Illuminati side of it.
This is Dajjal written all over it lah.
Yeah, so is there really, okay, so a couple of questions. Is there really Dajjal all over this movie?
Oh ya Allah. Okay, first define Dajjal.
Define Dajjal. Dajjal is deception.
Must define.
Okay. So to me, I understand it as an individual who is going to cause deception. This individual has one eye, which suggests at the superficial nature at which he sees things. Because you don't have depth perception, right? You don't have 3D vision. Like you have two eyes because you can see depth. If you close one eye, you can't see depth. So things are being seen at the superficial level, and that is a key aspect of the delusion. Okay, and the reason for the delusion is because gradually Dajjal wants to bring humanity away from belief in Allah, from belief in Allah, and so that later on, when the Messiah comes, when the Isa Islam comes, and all that, people are confused. And as we can see today, in this day and age, people are already confused. They can't tell good from bad anymore. But then, anyway, when you explain to them why things are good or bad, then they say no, it's harmless, and so on. So to me, this is a sign. People can't tell good from bad anymore. Okay, so that's how I would define Dajjal.
The word Dajjal.
Would that be accurate?
Correct. The word Dajjal, the word Dajjal, which is to deceive. Deceive. Right, so deception, and if you go and study what is deception, right, you go into con artists, scammers,
Okay.
How do scammers deceive?
Okay.
Right? The whole science of deception, right? So of course, deception will be beautiful. You don't deceive someone by scaring them away. You attract them to what you want, right? That's how you deceive them, and you convince them that what they are doing is correct.
Okay.
Right? That's deception, lah. So of course, if you go back to the words of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allahumma salli wa sallim alayhi, right? He said that Dajjal will have a fire and a paradise. He has hell and paradise. His hell is actually paradise. His paradise is actually hell. So he will come, and so to understand that, it means he will show obedience as if it's disobedience, and he will show disobedience as if it's obedience. It's going to be so confusing to that extent. People will see ma'siyat as ta'at. That means disobedience is obedience. And they'll fight for it. And they will see obedience as, no, this is not accepted in society, this form of obedience. So if you understand the goal of Dajjal, and that's what he wants to do, right? Then you understand, how he's going to plan his work lah. Second thing is that Dajjal will be worldwide. It'll be worldwide, right? So his effects, the majority of the world will follow him. And of course, in the words of Rasulullah, that the biggest fitna, so it's called the biggest fitna in Dajjal, the biggest fitna to afflict humanity is Dajjal. That every prophet from before him warned their people about the biggest trial on humanity, and he warns his ummah about this biggest trial. So from the words of Rasulullah, it's not a small thing.
Yeah.
And it's not, just something that is, in a small location. This is going to be global. Global is the first thing. So the first sign, as you go to your question, that how do you know that something is reeking Dajjal? How do you know, right? The first thing first is that in this zaman that we're in, right, you are to be suspicious of anything from the media. And that's the first thing. Non-Islamic things. Okay. I know it's a big statement, I know.
Okay.
Right? But see, the enemy is working hard.
Yeah.
Right? So for example, the banks now, I will go and draw a parallel, the banks, right? So the banks now, they're going all out to fight scammers.
Okay.
Right? So what would the banks tell you? Anybody who asks you for any details of your bank account, be suspicious.
Oh, okay.
Kan? Any single call that you get.
Okay, that means as far as money is concerned, the default position is
Suspicious.
suspicion.
Be
Okay.
suspicious.
Yeah, and in fact, there is a statement by some of the scholars, right, that when it comes to mu'amala, right, financial transactions, you actually lean on su'uzon.
Lina?
Su'uzon. That means lean on bad opinion. So it means I won't like, okay, I want to lend you money. Okay, I husnuzon you, you're going to pay me back.
Okay.
No. I say, write down a contract.
Yeah.
I sign, you sign, witnesses.
Yeah, so it's not about lack of trust.
So you say, su'uzon, say, you think you bad opinion me, I'm not going to pay you back. No. This is money. Money. Same thing also, authorities will say with regards to your children. Right? Don't leave them in the care of random people having good opinion of people. Know your child's life. Right? So people like, no, this is only the uncle or just the neighbor. Dia is orang alim, people who are righteous. And leave your daughter there to go and play.
MashaAllah.
No, don't do that. Even Ustaz come to the house and ngaji.
Yeah.
In the hall, not in the bedroom.
Yeah.
So you su'uzon. Yes, you su'uzon. Because something high is at stake.
So this one, the default position is not husnuzon.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Because something high is at stake, which is iman. This is iman and the entire following of Dajjal, where the majority of the world will be sucked into. It's a small minority that can resist him. This is all described to us by our Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So all that comes through the media, if it's not clearly, righteous, right? So like for example, you see, okay, Omar series, alhamdulillah, inshallah, mashallah. I spoke about Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal, the Al-Imam, about Imam Ahmad. Mashallah.
It's also a series.
Also a series. A lot of efforts on cartoons. Nowadays, a lot of Quran lessons lah, the Sahaba cartoons. I mean, a lot of, mashallah, good material online, which is the answer to your question just now about bonding. Bond with them with good material. Good material.
Actually, there's a lot of characters in the past that we can teach our children.
Yeah, and you can bond. Right? So if something comes like demon hunters, okay, I would say you be suspicious from the very start.
Actually, maybe a broad default position as far as media is concerned
Be suspicious.
is to be suspicious.
Yeah, because Shaitan's riding the wave.
Yeah.
He's, if not creating the wave.
As in the we're not saying you must be suspicious, but we're saying that the default position, if you want to be careful with such things, is to be suspicious.
Yeah, because of what is at stake is iman. The iman and the akhlaq of your children is at stake. So if people say, what about Disney? What about this? What about that? Answer
Actually,
is
Disney to me is, there are so many articles about it.
Yeah.
About how they
Subliminal sexual messaging.
and the Illuminati all over it.
yeah,
yeah.
and it's subliminal sexual messages and undertones and all that. And people have written articles about it. And it used to be hidden. But then to me now this day and age is more not hidden.
Yeah, the
So it's
Freemasons and
no-
everything.
So it's no longer subliminal I would say. It's quite apparent.
So,
right?
so what makes people think that K-pop is not involved in that?
Yeah.
What makes you think that? Right. So and to draw from K-pop, one thing our teachers will say to us that when something becomes a sudden global phenomena,
Okay.
Like suddenly viral.
suddenly everybody is crazy over this thing. These are all signs of Dajjal. Clear signs of Dajjal. So like an example, of course, K-pop, K-pop. Right, I think they began just in Korean songs.
Yeah.
I know like the group like BTS, Blackpink, and I do know that people be like, you cannot say anything about BTS. They are philanthropists, right? They do a lot of good work in the world. I don't deny that. They do. They give a lot of charity. They're really they do a lot of.
But you have to do that to get on the good side of some people lah.
Yeah lah, to be attractive lah. You won't be attractive go around killing children. That's what has happened right now. That those become highly unpopular because they go around killing children, right? But if you go around saving children,
You become
you
a
are
hero.
attractive,
You're a hero.
incredibly attractive hero, right? But it makes the whole thing very. You see, then this is just so difficult. Right? So many things can suspect. Everything must be suspicious. That's why Rasulullah said holding on to the religion at the end of time said holding on to hot coal. And that's why he said, Islam began strange and it will come back strange. And good news to the strangers. Who are the true children of Rasulullah? Those who bring to life my sunnah during the corruption of my ummah. He said these words to us. You will be strange. You will be one off. You'll be an odd one out. You will be the only one who's no idea what known is Pokemon, or no Pokemon cards in your cupboard or whatever. You will be the only one, and your kids. This is the thing. They're to brace our kids lah. They're to brace our kids. One of the things that our teachers will mention to us lah, that in the Quran Allah mentions al-jahiliyatul ula, the first jahiliyah. So that Allah says first means there's going to be a second. There's going to be a second. So people will go from darkness, they get into lights of Islam, and they will go back into their darkness. And so in the Quran also there is one verse after Ayatul Kursi, two verses after Ayatul Kursi, whereby Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Minan nuri ila zulumat, light into darkness. That is our zaman right now.
We're being brought gradually from light into darkness.
And we're going back into an age of ignorance. And it'll be so widespread to the point that if you look at the first age of ignorance, it was commendable to bury your daughters alive. That's what the danger of it. You can do. It becomes chivalrous. It becomes praiseworthy that you killed your baby daughter. That's what widespread evil does. Right, so now
it's so normalized that it becomes not evil anymore. So people are not able to see, not able to see objectively the bad in it, and it gets assessed as being harmless.
Anyone condemning it will be condemned.
Yeah, and people who say, "Hey, look, isn't this wrong? Isn't this like something that can?"
Alah, you think too much lah. They will say that lah.
Yeah, you're paranoid, overthinking things.
You're paranoid and all that.
Confirmation biased. all this term will come out.
I find it interesting when they say that the kids don't naturally have this idea unless adults plant the idea there. So it is the fault of the adults for planting the idea there.
It's like saying that old people naturally don't think anyone's scamming them. Right? But you as a young person say, ma, your abba, this is a scam, Don't forward this kind of messages. Don't click on the link. It's all scams. Then you plant the idea of the scammer in the head of your parents. Are you the crook or the good person? Right, I'm looking out for my parents. They already click on any single link that says they're gonna get a voucher. And I say you cannot click. Then bias masuk.
Actually, I would like to have a conversation with this person. I wonder what is his or her thinking. Like say, in my opinion, if you live looking for hidden evil in everything, you'll find it. But you see, wait.
Macam if you live looking for beauty, you will also find it. So like confirmation bias lah kan?
Yeah, but I think this statement is wrong. If you live looking for hidden evil in everything, you'll find it. There are some things where you can't find evil in, right?
Yeah.
There are some things that you can,
Yeah.
So
I guess this person is not well informed lah.
no, this is Ustaz kan?
I don't know who it is.
Yalah.
Not so sure.
No. Okay, sorry.
No, as in, I guess dia tak ada the concept of Dajjal. Dia tak faham the concept of syaitan and what syaitan wants to do in this world.
They have a high opinion of shaitan for some reason.
Yeah.
Or maybe even a low opinion that he's not tech savvy.
Opinion that shaitan is not tech savvy.
Yeah.
That's nonsense. I mean,
He's been
Why is it
longer
that-
than us.
yeah, he's been around longer than us. Why is it that humans can create and use something and he can't do it? I don't understand.
Probably he taught them to do it as well.
Tapi macam I think ada this group of people yang bila they see all this hadith kan, they would think of it as macam a creature yang akan keluar, like a monster, something yang betul-betul nampak evil. But they don't know that it is macam inside our system lah.
In the system, yeah. Dajjal's manifestation on this earth is only very short. But his work has been going on for hundreds of years, right? That's how he lays out his platform. He does put the world into a turmoil, so he can come as the hero. That's how you get followers. Now you put them into starvation, then you come with the food.
So is there any rukun that this person is asking for? I wonder if there is any outline or rukun, or basically a 5-step guidance.
Rukun.
How you derive or see whether something is Dajjalic or not.
I will say first and foremost, the moment you spot anything in there that's against the Sharia,
Okay.
big red light. It's the first red light.
Reflect lah.
Red flag. Red flag. The first red flag. Right. So straight clothing is number one.
So anything that's against the Sharia,
It's a red flag.
it's a red flag.
It's a red flag. Why wouldn't it be?
Okay.
Because we talk about normalization, right? So it's normalizing disobedience to Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, isn't it?
Okay.
Right. So anything against the Sharia, and it's that covers everything, precisely.
What do we watch? Macam tu.
Or do you watch the ones that doesn't go against Sharia lah? You know, I mean, subhanallah. That's the first. I would say that's the first red flag, right? Anything that you see, and also blatantly goes against Sharia. So, like for example, you know, K-pop, right? So, okay, let's say Blackpink. So look at their clothing. Not even like normal non-Muslim clothing whereby they might wear like jeans and t-shirt kind of thing. Their clothing is the extent of its indecency. Like short shots. Macam Taylor Swift, for example. Forever like swimming costume kind of dresses, kan? It's all swimming costume. Swimming costume lah. Like, she doesn't wear pants. She never wears pants. Right? So it's not like they're wearing a dress and you know, like a gown, not a gown kind of thing. And non-Muslims might wear, or at the Oscars, whatever, right? They are showing
The extreme,
everything to the extreme of it. So these are things whereby big red flags. That's the first thing, red flag. It means haram to the extent of haram.
Okay.
Not even kind of like trying to cover it up. Like for example, you say, okay, SpongeBob, okay lah, it's a sponge lah. You know, like I'm giving examples lah. Example lah, it's a sponge lah. You know, Thomas at the train, Thomas train. It's a train that's talking to each other, okay lah. But then you go to these kind of things whereby outright BGR, outright sexuality is outright haram. It's so outright. That's the first red flag I would say lah.
But is there a confirmation?
I would say 100%.
No, I think because a red flag is a sign, it's a signifier. But how do you like guarantee that this is from Dajjal?
Well, in this world, there are only two paths.
Okay.
And Allah makes it very clear in the beginning of the Quran. Only two paths. The path of good, path of evil. If you can't label something to be the path of goodness, it's on the other path. So you ask yourself,
It's quite clear.
is this thing a path of goodness?
Is there any good in it?
Yes. What's the goodness in this? Just my children to
Yeah.
sing?
But I think maybe that's the question. Maybe that's the question for parents who are still advocating for who are still okay with their kids watching Demon Hunters and watch together as a family.
Bonding.
Ask yourself lah, what is the good? Where is the good in it?
No, they would say the good in it is the bonding time.
Can you not find that somewhere else?
You can
In other ways.
bonding time. You can just go to the coffee shop downstairs and that's bonding time with the kids.
Yeah, go cycling, go to the beach. In fact, I would say that to do a physical activity, playing with them, like catching or whatever. Some of my most fondest memories of our growing up is my parents brought us to the grass patch one day and played sling catching.
Yeah.
They taught us how to play sling catching. Oh, my most fondest memories at Clean Road last time. Right. I mean, really, parents underestimate physical activity. If your children is bonds them, conversation, play card games this morning, playing with them card games, everything. I mean, you get to know each other. Not get to know some character on TV.
Actually, where is the bonding if you're watching together and like not talking?
Like liking the characters lah. Just like how we bond about Rasulullah SAW and the characters of the Sahabas, Sayyidina Hamzah, Sayyidina Wahshi, and then we joke about each other about the characters kan.
Okay.
Just like that, tapi in the K-pop punya
No. But
world
when you're sitting together, all together watching, okay, there's togetherness, but there's no bonding because there's no communication.
there is. As in macam some parents would not me lah of course. Some parents would justify there is bonding because when they like the characters, right, then they will talk about the characters' lives, and then they will macam kalau diorang keluar, diorang see something about the character. So basically is similar to kalau kita bond about Sayyidina Hamzah and Sayyidina Wahshi, Sayyidina Amr ibn As. Just like that, diorang bond dengan Lisa, dengan Taylor Swift. They bond with that. So that's why they call BTS ARMY. And it's very interesting. Some of my friends lah. I've spoken to them like, why do you like these things? They say that it cures their depression.
The BTS.
BTS ARMY.
Yeah. That's
I read
depression.
about it as well.
Yeah. So they feel that macam they are not accepted in anywhere, and they feel that macam this group, this BTS ARMY accepted them. So
How so?
that's why they become attractive lah. And their songs kan, you dengar sekali terus macam it's in your head macam susah nak
resonates,
keluarkan. Macam
is
this
that a
catchy.
sign?
It's
Yes,
very
it's one of
catchy.
the signs, it's one
Macam
of the signs.
so macam, and you know I was walking at a mall with Akil. Then I heard the music
The APT.
So and then after it lingers in my mind throughout the whole day. Macam apa ni? So cannot, like it's hard to let it go. So what if the child consumes that thing every single day? Itu lagi teruk kan? Itu I pass by the mall je and then it lingers in my mind. Kan?
And of course, it replaces all the things that we know to be good. Like Quran and zikir and selawat and everything. It does do a replacement. And also like, I mean, of course, then people start turning to all these things from the dunya to cure the depression, cure the anxiety. And I don't want to macam open up like a can of worms like in this situation, because I know people who do find a lot of solace and comfort in these things. So to outright condemn it is going to be hard on a lot of people. It's going to be hard. And we understand that. But of course, you must see, I mean, we must admit lah, that it is replacing what we do know to be cures. Right, that of the Quran, that is from the words of Rasulullah, that the Quran is a cure. It is a cure. But the world has stripped us of the Quran. Dajjalic world lah. The first thing they do is that they remove what is the real cures. They get us away from it. Then they replace these real cures with what is false cures. And people have a sense of cure from these things. And this pulls people away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is the eventual goal of Dajjal. His goal is to pull people away from Allah as far as he can. And of course, it does go into a big discussion lah. But just to take your point about bonding, right? We bond with our children so we can guide them. That's why we bond.
Okay.
Do you just bond with them just so?
For no purpose cannot lah.
No lah. So you want to bond with our kids so that we can be influences in their lives, right? The voice in their head, right? And people they look up to and they can trust and talk to us about their problems. That's what we want. Right? That's how you bond. So when you bond over things that are away from God, so how is the guidance going to come in? What's the bond for?
So the bonds creates a distance rather than...
You're not reaching the purpose of the bond.
No, so there's an irony. Because it's ironic because you're supposed to bond to get closer to them, to bring them to God. But the act of bonding involves something that distances you and your children from God.
Yes.
But they don't realize that lah. They don't realize that.
It's very strange.
So you're on a path of, you bring them down a path that brings them away from God. And for me, like, I don't think you need all these things to be attractive to your children.
That's the thing lah. They want to be fun parent. They want to
Get a ball, go out and play a ball, badminton. I mean, I already think parents are not.
Okay, wait. Let's apply this Dajjal. So my question was just now how to tell something is laced with Dajjalic influence. So we
First one was Sharia, outright disobedience.
Sharia, outright disobedience.
Second one was, what's the benefit?
What's the benefit of it?
Ask the question, what's the benefit? There has to be a niyat lah. What's
And then there's also something about if it suddenly became viral,
yes, correct.
suddenly became
Number 3.
popular, we should...
Our teachers have said that there is something suddenly becomes global out of nowhere. And like and a lot of times there is no goodness in this, or there's no apparent.
Okay, so I want to ask, how do you apply this to, let's say, other things other than demon hunters? Like, for example, the Labubu doll.
Okay.
So, this Labubu doll seems innocent, but to me it looks a bit scary.
Shaitan.
Okay. So, how will you know that this is a good thing or a bad thing? I mean, I know it's just a doll. People say it's just a doll. And people carry it around. And it's apparently quite expensive.
Yeah. It's
Incredibly
like
expensive.
140,000, right?
Yeah, and apparently it has become so popular. So,
So that's one of the biggest signs that it just boomed worldwide, and it makes no sense. It actually makes no sense. Like you see, if let's say an item became so popular worldwide, for example, like another example, the pistachio cream flavor. The kanufa, kunafe. Okay, that one boom, right? That one is okay lah. Okay, it's nice lah. People think delicious, so now it's in every single thing. Right? It's in donuts, it's in whatever ice cream, all got this thing. Okay lah, you understand lah. Okay, a doll. in an adult world.
So for the food we can understand lah that it's popular
It was
because it's nice
nice
and okay.
It became viral lah, It became viral lah, the Dubai chocolate lah.
Okay.
It became viral, right? Okay, this Labubu doll. Okay. You go down to what made it popular? The Blackpink singer.
Yeah.
Did you go back into it?
Yeah.
Lisa.
Lisa.
Lisa. Right? She was the one who was carrying it.
Then
and
suddenly
then
So
the
it started from there. Yeah, she is the one who bought that and showed people.
based on our reads lah.
reading online lah.
Yeah.
And that I read somewhere but I couldn't find the article now. Right? That I think her boyfriend or someone is from the Freemasons. So Allah Alam, all that things. But I did read into the Labubu dolls as well.
So the guy is some sort of a devil worshipper.
Yes. Actually, in fact, the thing about things booming worldwide, right? If you go into really if you don't go to what the religion says, you go into what the enemy says. You go into Illuminati, you go into Freemasons, you see that anything that is on a worldwide scale, they are behind it. Through the history, through modern day, through history, from 100 years ago lah. Modern day history, you go into the matter, anything that is on a global level, you will see who's behind it. Go and see lah. Go and see.
That's the problem. Kita selalu tengok, we often see from the Islamic perspective. Islam tak cakap haram apa. Islam didn't say that it's haram. So it's okay. But we didn't see it from the lens of the shaitan. What does the enemy say?
Yeah,
And now they proudly say it also.
Yeah.
They're not shy about saying that it's them who's doing it. Right, so going Labubu lah, going Labubu dolls, right? So first thing, went on a global level, makes no sense. It is there's no function. This doll has no function, doesn't do anything. It's just.
It looks creepy. I don't understand.
It looks
why.
creepy.
It looks so creepy.
There's an evil grin on the face, like a gremlin lah. It looks like a gremlin. It's not a cute thing. It's an evil.
Then
grin.
why is there such an obsession with it? Expensive, not cute.
Creepy.
Yeah.
And you put it inside your home.
Yeah. So the whole thing doesn't make sense. But it's on a global level to the point people will pay hundreds. And then I saw one of the most expensive ones in the thousands.
Yeah.
Thousands for this doll. And it serves no purpose. So you said what is manfaat? What is the benefit?
Yeah. There's no benefit.
There's no benefit. Zero. There's no benefit. It does nothing. Unless you say, okay lah, now it's a collector's item, can make a business out of it, can earn and sell and whatever. But that's not what made it popular.
Yeah.
Because it became popular, then now it becomes a money-making tool lah. But it's not in itself beneficial. In itself, the doll in itself, it's not beneficial.
Yeah, so you sure it started from the Blackpink?
Yeah, based on what we read lah. It's from Lisa. Yeah.
Yeah. So someone, same thing with the Demon Hunters. The BTS basically supported it. They got from BTS. So because
To me-
that's huge.
To me, that itself is a red flag.
Yes.
That itself is a bad sign.
Yes.
Especially if you look at what these groups stand for,
Yes.
right? And the kind of things that they do and all that.
Yes.
It should be clear that it's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're in a world whereby what is clearly wrong is apparently not clearly wrong lah.
Yeah lah, and this is in line with the deception of the Dajjal, right?
Yes.
Whatever that is wrong is made to seem harmless.
Yeah. The enemy works best undetected. That's how the enemy works.
So how?
Seek knowledge more lah, insyaAllah.
Yeah, it is knowledge.
Not sure. Actually, there's a whole science behind this lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think we would inshallah delve more into such topics. This is called fiqh tahawulat, right? And you're studying a bit of fiqh tahawulat now. It's basically it translates into jurisprudence of transformations,
Or phenomena.
towards the end of time specifically.
Yes,
Yeah.
towards the end of times.
So it's about the changes that are happening in society, changes that are happening in general economy, basically every aspect of life, and it is worth delving into. A lot of things that we can learn from there. Inshallah, we would be sharing more of such things. But in the meantime, our advice is be on the lookout.
The scammer is out there. The scammer
is out there.
Think.
Just be careful, protect yourselves, protect your children.
There's one dua that I want to share that inshallah everybody read this dua after every prayer, teach your children this dua. It is Allahumma arinal haqqa al-haqqa Allahumma arinal haqqa haqqa warzuqna ittiba'ah wa arinal batila batila warzuqna ijtinabah. Which means, you can say in English, dua can be in any language. Oh Allah, show us truth as truth and allow us to follow it, and show us falsehood as falsehood and allow us to stay away from it.
Yeah, and then keep
This
reading.
dua is a wajib. I say dua you must do every salat to have clarity.
So that Allah will guide us lah, insyaAllah.
Yeah, because this is the show us the good as good.
Yeah.
That means there is a recognition that good is seen as bad.
Yes.
So we are asking Allah to show us that good is seen as good. Right? InsyaAllah we make this dua.
InsyaAllah.
Okay, hopefully you all have benefited. Assalamualaikum. Until next time.